Hello students, welcome to UMaths class. I hope you all are eager to learn new concept with me. Let us learn components of algebraic expressions, like and unlike terms, types of algebraic expressions. Are you ready students? Let us have a quick recap what you know about algebraic expression. How do we write the sum of 3 and 7 in a mathematical way? The word sum means addition and we can write this as 3 plus 7. This is an expression and as it has only numbers in it, it's called a numerical expression. We know this, right students? Now, how do we write the sum of a number and 7 in mathematical way? As we don't know that what this number is, we can use a variable in its place, right? We can write it as x plus 7, where this x can take any numerical value. As this expression also has a variable in it, it's called an algebraic expression. If you want to know more about this, link is in the description and top right corner of this video. Let us take this example to write a mathematical expression. The sum of a number and 7 equals to 12. We can write x plus 7 is equal to 12. It has an expression on each side of the is equal to sign. These equations and expressions are made by terms. You must be thinking what is term means? Let us understand this. Terms of expressions are the parts that are separated by plus or minus signs. Look at the number 4. It's just one term. What about 4 plus x? How many terms do we have in this expression? Yes, 2 terms, 4 and x. What about 4 upon x? It is just one term. Only plus and minus separates the terms. Multiplication and division does not. Let us take next example, 4 plus x minus y. Students, can you tell how many terms this expression has? Yes, this has 3 terms. In this expression, we have plus and minus sign. So remember, plus and minus separates the terms. A term can be a number, a variable, or a combination of both. There are different types of terms. Before we see the types of terms, we need to understand the concept of power of variables. Let us consider two different terms. The first term is 7xy and the second term is 17x cube y square. Observe the first term, it has two variables x and y. What is the power of each of these variables? We know that when power is not mentioned, that means its power is 1. Right students? So the power of x is 1 and power of y is also 1. Now look at the powers of variables of the second term. The power of x is 3 and the power of y is 2. Both these terms have the same variables x and y, but the power of each of the variables are different. Let's understand now the concept of types of terms. There are two kinds of terms, like terms and unlike terms. What is the difference between them? Two terms are like if they have the same variables with the same powers. We'll understand this with examples. Then, when are they unlike terms? Two terms are unlike if have different variables or same variables with different powers. Let us understand this with couple of examples. Consider two terms 7xy and 15xy. Are these two terms are like terms or unlike? Do you remember what I said before? Just look at the variables, not the coefficients. Right students? Both these terms have the same variables x and y, but that's not enough to tell us they are like terms. What should we see? Next thing, we need to compare power of each variables, right? The power of x is 1 and the power of y is also 1. As both these conditions are satisfied, we can say they are like terms, same variables and same power. Let's take one more example, 3x square y and 3xy cube. Let us check these terms are like or unlike terms. First, check with the variables. Both the terms here the same variables x and y. Now let us compare the power of each of the variables. Let's look at the power of x first. In the first term it's 2 and second it's 1. It's not the same. Even though the variables are the same, the powers are not equal, they are unlike terms. Observe here, we do not bother to check the power of y in each case. Remember, if the power of one of the variables is different, the terms becomes unlike. Let us take one more example, 8xz and 8xy. First term has 3 variables and second term has only 2 variables. It is xyz and xy. Both the terms have different variables, hence these are unlike terms. Students, just you have to remember these two things and you will not have any problem to identify like and unlike terms. Let us understand one more concept related to number of terms in the expression. Students, look at this algebraic expression. Can you tell in this expression how many terms are there? Yes, you are right, 3 terms. How many terms are in this expression? Yes, you are right. There are 2 terms. Let us understand the word polynomial means. Poly means many. Nomial means terms. Expression have some special names depend on their number of terms. Expression that contains only one term are called monomials. Algebraic expression that contains 2 terms are called binomials. Expression contains 3 terms are called trinomials. Expression that contains higher number of terms are called polynomials. Let's look at the few examples of each. 7, 4x and 3ab square are 1 terms. So they are monomials. 4 plus x has 2 terms, 4 and x. 3xy minus x has 2 terms, 3xy and minus x. Similarly, trinomial 3 plus a plus b, it has got 3 terms where the addition sign separates the terms. 3cb plus a plus 8 has 3 terms, so it is a trinomial. All algebraic expressions that have one or more than one terms are called polynomials. Expression can have many number of terms. Students, you must have understood types of expressions. Let's know about components of algebraic expressions. First, let us talk about terms. Now you know the terms are the part of an expression that are added together, right students? Can you identify terms in this expression? Think, yes. Positive 3x square, positive 5x, positive 7, negative 2x and positive 2. Right students? Let's understand what are coefficients. The numerical part of a variable term is called coefficient. In this example, 3 is a coefficient, 5 is a coefficient and negative 2 is a coefficient. Note here, these are the numerical part of variable terms. Let us know about constants. Constant term is a term without a variable. So, in this expression, 7 and 2 are the constants because both terms do not have variables. Students, I am sure you must have understood the meaning of terms, coefficients and constants. Students, I hope you have understood the concept very well. Let us check your knowledge. Match the words to the correct definition. Pause the video and comment your answers. As I always say, maths requires practice. Make sure you solve some practice questions from your textbook. If you have understood the concept, do not forget to hit the like button. If you have any question, leave a comment and I will answer you back as early as possible. Thank you for watching this video.